Do you need to know how to change or replace the bulb cluster on a Jeep Renegade? Then check out this video. Hi guys, welcome to another Ross Perry Productions video, and welcome to another video on my 2015 Jeep Renegade. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to remove and replace one of the light bulb clusters found on the rear of the car, and this is also the process for replacing the light bulbs as well, so super useful to know. Now the only tool you're going to need to do this is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, and if you're having difficulties getting one of the bolts off, you may need a 10mm socket or also a flat screwdriver, and I'll show you that in just a second. Now this is all done from inside the boot, so just go ahead and open up the boot fully. Now I'll just do one of the clusters, so I'll do the one on the left, and when you're in the boot you can actually see there's this cover here, so you can just get your fingers in the front there and pull that back, and that will actually rotate off like that, and you've just got all these clips all the way around. So the next thing you'll notice is inside, just over there, you'll see like a spring, and that spring is actually, let me just get a better camera angle, so that spring there is actually the fixing for the light cluster. Now there is only one, but there is also an electrical connection which is just there. So I'm going to take the electrical connection off first. There we go, it just looks like that. And then we're going to start to remove this. Now it has got a wing nut on there, but there's also like a 10mm hex in the middle, and also a slot that you can get a flat screwdriver in. Now it is fairly difficult to undo, so especially if it's the first time doing it, you might want to use a tool to loosen it. We're just going to go ahead and take that all the way out. So that's what that fixing looks like. So like I say, there is only one. And I'll just clear a space, and then to get the actual cluster off, nice and simple. Now we're just going to give it a bit of a pull directly back from the car, and that will come straight off like that. So like I say, nice and simple to do. It's a sealed unit with the connection on the back there, just to show you it off the car. That's what it looks like. So what we're going to do is, to get to those bulbs, we have to flip it over to its front, and you'll actually notice there is 4 screws on the back on this grey plate here. We actually need to go ahead and undo all of those fully. So bearing in mind I am doing this one-handed, so I can't support it, the other hand's on the camera. So with all of those screws off, you now should be able to just easily remove the bulb carrier. Like, so you can got the bulb in the middle there, which is our indicator bulb, and then you've got the 2 other bulbs, which will be our brake and our tower light bulbs. So once you replace the bulbs, you can just go ahead, making sure you put it back as it come off, which follows that gasket. So if you look at that shape there, you can see the gasket there. Put it back on, and obviously do your screws back up. So once we've done that, you can just go ahead and pop that straight back on the car, obviously in the right orientation. Now there are a couple of locating lugs just on the back there, and you'll notice they go in those squares there. So I'm going to do this one-handed, so that's how easy this is. And just to line it up and then push it towards the front of the car. Now obviously make sure that's not going to roll off. It does sit in there pretty nice, and then we're going to get this back into that hole at the back there. And then lastly, we're going to pop that electrical connection back on, and it should feel a little bit of a click. And then of course, putting our cover plate back on, you slide it back towards the back of the car first, rotate around and clip all of the pins in. And there you go, that's how easy it is to remove and replace the rear light bulb cluster on a Jeep Renegade. If you found that video helpful, please do give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, check out some of my other videos and subscribe to my channel.